Yo, 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 we live with Ghetto Talk ENT. And today, man, I wanna talk to y'all about some real shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the lifestyle, man, of just growing up in the streets, man. Like really people don't get deep off into it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what Gutter Talk here for. You know what I'm saying? Cause on Gutter Talk, we're gonna give it to y'all with gutter. You feel me? So I wanna just share a little piece of my life and use that as an example. Like growing up, man, like I grew up, you know what I'm saying, if you seen my other videos, a lot of times I done told people, I come from, you know what I'm saying, the public house and projects, whatever how you want to call it, hood, slums. I come from that background. You feel me? So growing up in that type of environment, man, we was faced with a tug of war of good and bad. You feel me? You had your great athletes from the hood. Like a lot of people from the hood could play football, could play basketball, and some could play both. You know what I'm saying? And you had some niggas in the hood that were hustling, you know what I'm saying? Getting it by all means. Whatever fall up under that, you know how it go. But you had niggas getting it like that too. So you seeing, okay, the guys is playing football, basketball, all the ladies at school kind of jocking them. So it makes you be on some things like, okay, shit, I'm gonna play basketball and football then. You know what I'm saying? That's what it take to bring the women around, you know what I'm saying? So as a kid, you thinking like that. Then you thinking, okay, I see these other guys on the block every day, you know what I'm saying? Hustling, getting it by all means, you know what I'm saying? And that looked good to me also because that's putting money in my pocket. And we all know that money brings females. You know what I'm saying? So looking at people do that, it had stuff like that in your mind too. But you automatically cleared the thought when you thought about, okay, when somebody tell you too, like, oh, you can go to jail for that, you know what I'm saying? You weren't trying to go do no jail time. You was a kid, you know what I'm saying? Seeing which way you want to choose in life. So I chose the sports route, you know what I'm saying? But I had my foot in the streets too. I had my foot in the streets every day I step out the door because I grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I was doing hood nigga shit. I was around hood niggas, you know what I'm saying? We do all kind of shit. You feel me? Like I was around hood niggas in other parts of town, all that type shit. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I wasn't doing too much because I wasn't trying to put myself in a situation to be away from my family. So I stayed in sports. Okay. Fast forward, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna tell you this too before I fast forward. A lot of times, a lot of talent be in the hoods, projects, the ghetto, because we all got a background that we deal with as far as like, like just when I say traumatizing, I'm not just talking about one particular thing like people being raped or something like that. I'm just talking about your parents might have been on drugs and that shit traumatized you seeing your mama like that or daddy like that high or whatever. Or you might have had parents that was, let's just say, toxic, like to fight all the time. And by you seeing them fight all the time, that traumatized your mind. You know what I'm saying? Or you might see, you know what I'm saying? You might have a family member that's a hustler. They might have a lot of traffic. And seeing all them people come in and out your house and stuff, you know what I'm saying? That could have traumatized you too. And with all that in mind, and you playing sports, it make you attack the situation harder. Like playing football, a lot of people from the hood be good at football. They playing with pain. So when they tackle them, boom, they own them. You know what I'm saying? Because they thinking about all that shit they done been through and visualizing and attacking. You feel me? So that's why I say, even with basketball, you know what I'm saying? Got a lot of dudes that play basketball aggressive. They come from the hood. You feel me? Because you got to go through the hood or through prison to actually see how to play aggressive basketball. So, that's a whole nother topic. But anyway, like I was saying though, man, it's just like, man, like when I got older, it was like, man, football and basketball and all that shit, because I caught on to basketball a little later than football. I had chose football because I had a cousin that played in NFL. Seeing him go to the NFL and shit, goddamn, got all, making all that money, got everything going good for itself, doing good. You know what I'm saying? When I seen this, I'm like, shit, that's the dream I'm gonna chase. I'm gonna keep playing sports because I think I can get there. Hell, it's in my blood. He made it. You feel me? So I feel like I can make it. So boom. Once I got a little older, hell, it's like, man, my cousin had just made it to the NFL a couple years prior, and I'm seeing this, but I'm like, man, I'm thinking about the age I was at the time. I'm like, man, that's too long to wait to make it to the NFL just playing free sports. You feel me? That's how I felt. It was free. I wasn't getting paid for it. So it was like, man, now I got to start doing something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it was like I just gradually I changed. I was like, hey, man, I just got in. Like the people that were doing the wrong shit, I was hanging. Like I had one foot in a little bit, like I said before at the beginning. But when I stopped doing that with the sports, I put both feet in. And I put both feet in, I started meeting some of the most dangerous niggas from all over this motherfucker city. You feel me? When I say some of the most dangerous niggas, a lot of them dead now though, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of them incarcerated. It's only a few that's left that's not dead or incarcerated. So, like I say, I started meeting these individuals. And I started seeing on every side of town I went on, dealing with these tight cats. Like I ain't fuck around with no fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with real street niggas on every side of town. I dealt with real street niggas. You feel me? And my thing was, I started seeing how they was moving. They wasn't letting nobody walk over them. They wasn't taking no bullshit. They wasn't cutting no corners. Shit, you came up short. It was a consequence and a price to pay behind it. You feel me? So I soaked all that shit in, all that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding in like a sponge. And I started moving that shit with my everyday life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't start out hustling like that. I started out taking calls. You feel me? Just, you know what I'm saying, doing that little bullshit, doing little shit with chop shops. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go into too much detail about my criminal history, you know what I'm saying? Cause, like some shit can probably still affect me, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But anyway, like I say, man, like then I gradually jumped into other things of hustling, you know what I'm saying, on the block, all that type shit. But at the end of the day, that was good. It was great money. Working for Chop Shop, all that shit was great. But guess what? It wasn't the type of money, it wasn't the money that I wanted millions. Because I knew if I played football and went to the NFL, I'd get millions. So it was like, boom, I'm out here. I'm thinking, hell, I'm at least have a couple hundreds of thousands. I didn't even have that. You feel me? I was young. Didn't know the game. So with all that in going on, I'm in and out of DJJ, you know what I'm saying? Going through the situation of being boxed in alone like a cage animal. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I knew the price I paid for playing out here in these streets, doing what I want to do. You feel me? And I took that shit on the chin like a man and goddamn kept rolling. Kept rolling. Got out. You know what I'm saying? Felt like there wasn't enough time. Started back cutting up. You know what I'm saying? They locked my ass up again. You feel me? Got back out. Started cutting up again. You know what I'm saying? Got me out the way again. You feel me? Like it was an in and out thing, man. Like a goddamn trap cycle. You feel me? And every time I went, I never mentioned nobody else in no shape, form, or fashion. Straight the fuck up. Any charge. Any charge I goddamn get, I take that shit and I walk. You feel me? I done had probably over 7 convictions, including DJJ, state fed. Well, I'm gonna say probably 5 convictions. I ain't gonna say 7. 5 convictions. And I never said nothing crazy. I ain't on here to try to, you know what I'm saying, explain no shit like that, but I'm just throwing it out there because some people will misinterpret you when you be like, oh man, I did all this time, that time. They be like, oh man, I wonder what that nigga snitching. I'm letting you know right now, that ain't in my bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, man, like dealing with like these obstacles in life, man. Like I'm gradually trying to get that street shit out my mental. You know what I'm saying? Like deep in the street shit. You know what I'm saying? Like because it's like when you think too deep about that street shit, you'll fuck around and put yourself back in the streets. So I might have street shit in my mind at times, but I put all my time into my money and my family. You feel me? Other than that, shit, ain't no looking back, man. When you doing it that way, you gotta worry about no motherfucking incarceration, no motherfucking heartaches and pains, none of that shit, man. Cause you around the people you love, you getting money, and you staying out the way. You doing all that shit right there. You got no reason to worry about all that other shit. But I just wanted to bring that bill to y'all, man, because it was on my mind and my heart and shit. So, with that being said, peace.